Hi everyone, welcome to yet another video. In this video, we'll talk about enumeration, specifically Active Directory enumeration using certain tools. Now, in the previous videos, we learned about LDAP, wherein you can query certain objects. But let's say you have certain privileged access, let's say RDP or Evil RM access to a host machine. Now, how can you leverage that to kind of perform um, other attacks, or before performing certain attacks, how can you even identify what my attack methodology would be? So in that case, enumeration is the key. Now, based on my personal experience, specifically with regards to taking the CPTS exam as well, there would be instances where you would need to find the SID of a user. So each user has a particular SID that is assigned to them. So in order to make use of certain tools like Mimikatz or Rubius and etc., you will oftentimes require the SIT of KRBTGT user. So how do you find that? So I'll try to discuss all of that along with how we can leverage this access to get other information. So let's get started. Now there are two tools that we can use. One is Powerview, and Powerview is specifically for PowerShell, and then there is SharpView. The SharpView can work on PowerShell and CMD as well. So when you are using Powerview, you need to import that module first, powerview.ps1. I am not using that because I want to showcase two things at the same time. But if you have Powerview, you can use this command, import module powerview.ps1, and run the next commands as I'm typing them. But let's say you do not have powerview.ps1, but you have sharpview.exe. So what you can do is you can just type in sharpview.exe, and the next command, which is convert to sid name. So convert to sid would work if you have Powerview installed. Let's say you just have powerview.ps1 and you have successfully imported it. In that case, you do not require sharpview.exe. In that case, what you can do is you can just type this and all the rest of the commands, and it will work perfectly fine. So let's say I am looking for a particular user. Let that user be rita.grant. So what would end up happening is you would be given a particular SID that uniquely matches to that particular user, right? Let's say that I have a SID that I found while enumerating. How do I use that to find the exact name of that person? So let's say convert. Now I want to use SID, so I want to find the name. So what I would do is this, and then this. So this would help me identify the user associated with that SID. Now let's say I want to check the host name. So this is the host name, how you identify the host name. Now let's say there are a bunch of host names. So how do you identify if you have admin access to that host name? Let's say if your user has admin access to that host name. So what you can do is you can type in sharphound.exe and test admin access. Again, reminding that if you do not have sharp view, you only have power view. So you just have to type these commands and not sharp view, right? Computer name, and I know that my computer name is this. So as you can see, I am not an admin user on this computer. But let's say, am I a user? Do I have other hosts? So this command kind of got stuck. The reason is because this computer does not exist. So that's the reason. Okay. So there are certain commands that are associated with domain as well. So let's try to review them. First is get domain. So what this command does is this command helps you identify the command the let me just type that command first, sharp view.exe. So if you want to identify the information associated with your domain, this is how you can do it. So for example, I am in a part of this forest. There are domain controllers, that would be quite logical, and there are children associated with this domain. So I have a domain and I have a subdomain as well, right? So this is how you can find information associated with your domain. Now I already know my domain controller, but let's say if I want to specifically identify a domain controller, the way I can do is get domain controller, which will help me identify the domain controller, right? So this is the domain controller that is associated along with the IP address that's associated with my domain controller. How do I find the forests? So the way I can do is sharp view.exe get forest. So this will help me identify the forest name, right? Now I want to identify domain users. uh, you can do it with using get domain user. So sharp view.exe get domain user. So this will help me identify the domain users that are associated with this particular domain. So I'm just going to stop it right here because I'll get a lot of information. This information can be exactly like you can find this information using LDAP as well, that we discussed in the previous videos. You can set a password using set domain user password. You can identify the account login events using get domain user event. You can identify the computers that are associated with this domain. For example, sharp view.exe get domain computer. So as you can see, there are multiple machines or computers. I am on WS01. There might be other as well. So there is dc.2, so which is you might understand a domain controller probably. So there are a bunch of commands that you can do. Now let's say, so this is normal enumeration, right? So what if you want to identify group objects? So the way you can do is using sharp view.exe and get domain GPO. So this will help you identify the domain GPOs along with the objects. And let's say you want to identify domain policies, so you can do it using sharp view.exe get domain policy. So this will help you identify the domain policies. Looks like this kinds of expects some further details. So if you want to do some local enumeration, you can use sharp view.exe get net local group. So these are the local groups that are present in this domain. Now let's say you want to do a bit of cross domain enumeration. How would you do that? You would do sharp view.exe get domain trust. So this will help you identify the trust, but since there is nothing established, so you won't get anything back. Similarly, there is something called get forest trust. Let's see if something is established. So as you can see, there is just one forest. So um, but as you can see, there is another something called freetlogistics.local, and I am in freet.local. And as you can see, the trust type is bidirectional. So users from this domain can potentially log into users like can potentially get um, Kerberos tickets for users in other domains because the trust is bidirectional, right? So I can potentially authenticate to a different domain, right? So this is how you can perform enumeration using Sharphound and Powerview. Just to reiterate, I am the motive of this video was not to showcase all the commands, but to showcase the tools that you can probably use, because these tools support lots and lots of commands that you can use as per your own use cases. So thank you.